Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jenny and this is Jenny's Allotment Garden. So we are here right at the beginning of January 2022. I know I've been missing for ages. Life got busy as it does. But I actually thought it's actually a really lovely day today. It's pretty mild, it's about 6 degrees. It's been like a very mild winter here so far. But I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to have a look around the plot, give you a quick tour and have a bit of a chat about some of the things that we've got coming up this year. So let's go. So we're starting here right at the top of my half plot. And actually there is not a lot to see because it is January, but there are a few good things going on. So we have garlic in this bed. I'm not entirely certain why I decided to put them all the way around the outside, other than it will make it look quite pretty. And I have got a couple of spaces where birds have sort of stolen them along the way, and you can see that the tops of them are looking a little bit yellow, but it's kind of to be expected really this time of the year, because they've been out here uncovered, battered primarily by rains and a bit of wind. But, you know, they're doing okay, and I'm hoping that this year we'll get a pretty good garlic harvest. We'll have to just wait and see. These next 3 beds are, next 4 beds even, are completely empty. Obviously I do have plans for them for this year, but one of the things that I am going to do is extend them to the edge of the grass there, so that I can, have a bit more room to grow in. And on this side we have got my strawberry bed, which is in desperate need of some love and attention. So that's definitely on the list of jobs to do over the next couple of weeks. I want to clear this. I'm going to put some wood chip down, because actually strawberries quite like a fungal matter, so we'll see if that helps keep both the weeds down and the strawberries happy. I'd got a really good harvest last year, to be honest, but they're also a bit close together, so they could do with some help. And I'd totally forgotten that I had put garlic in here. But they seem okay. So this little pallet collar at the back here, I know looks empty, but actually does have ochre in it, as does the little planter next to it. I've not dug them up yet, but I'm going to probably in the next week or so, so I will hopefully capture that and you can have a look. The beds on this side do look slightly more lush and green, and that is because some of them have been planted with green manure, which I will be cutting down in February really. Cutting it down in February, laying some cardboard over the top and adding some more compost to these beds. My Swiss chard is looking a little worse for wear. I haven't been picking from it, to be honest. I could do, and I could probably tidy it up too, but I haven't been picking from it. I've just left it alone. I will add some more mulch to its base and we'll cut it back and see if it just comes back next year, well this year even, but later in the year, without me having to do anything. I don't know if that will work or not, but I'll give it a go. So we have over here the last of the parsnips. My parsnips weren't great, to be honest. They were quite fat at the top, but they really struggled to go down into the ground, which is pretty hard. So I'm going to have to rethink what I do about that this next year, and I might grow them in a raised bed instead and see if I get a better result that way. One thing about winter that I'm really loving is actually this parsley, which I thought was going to get killed by the frost, and against all odds is just going strong basically. So I will give it a bit of a tidy up, and once I've done that I will lift it before adding more compost into this bed and then put it back. But yeah, it's done really well. And in fact I didn't grow it from seed. It was in fact like a pot of parsley that you can buy from a supermarket that I split into several different clumps and then planted. I've got another one at the top of this bed and one on another bed too. But the one thing that I've really loved this winter has been this bed here. So because it's got plastic on the side and it's been covered in plastic over the winter, and I've been growing salads in it that I've just been able to kind of pick as sort of cut and come again. So down here I've got some winter purslane, I've got lamb's lettuce, I've got tatsoi, pak choy, and at the back these things that look like they're going totally crazy is landcress. It's quite a peppery taste, but it's really, really lovely, and I feel like this has just worked out so well. I'm really pleased with it. I haven't harvested from it every week, and I think if I'd have wanted to do that, I would have needed maybe 2 of them so that I could have dedicated more space, particularly to the lamb's lettuce, which as it turns out I really do like. So I think, yeah, if I haven't had it to do again, I would definitely use 2 spaces instead of 1. But I'm going to try and keep this going until sort of March, April time. We'll see how it goes. And last but not least is this end half of my half plot. And to be honest, I'm just not sure what to do with it yet. Happy to receive any ideas, but I'm thinking it would probably be good to have somewhere to sit down. It's been covered for, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe longer than that. So the ground underneath it has not really got very many weeds or anything. But I am thinking it would be good to, just good to maybe put somewhere to sit down, or maybe dedicate a section to some herbs. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so this is what the plot is looking like in January 2022. So yeah, there we go. There's the plot as it stands at the moment. As I said in the quick walk around, I have got a couple of plans for this year, and some of them are definitely things that I need to do sooner rather than later. In particular, extending the beds to the edge of the path. So because I have a no-dig allotment, generally in sometime between November and February, I will apply another layer of compost over the top of my existing beds in order to add more nutrients to the soil and create a habitat that the microbes are very happy to be in, and that gives me great fertility for the year to come. So this year I am trying out some mushroom compost as an alternative, and that's just because it's actually really easily available where I live, and because they will deliver it in bulk to the allotment. So I'm going to try some of that, and when I do that, I'm also going to extend those beds on one side all the way up to the grass, which will make them, I think, just over 3 meters long. They're all about 1.2 meters wide, but they'll be longer, which means I can grow more stuff, and that will be great. And I should still have pretty good access walking about through the allotment. So that's going to be definitely my thing for February. Get the beds sorted, take down, I'll probably just cut down, or maybe even possibly hoe where I've got green manure. We'll see how that works out. I'm not sure I'll be able to hoe it, and I may just have to like clip it down, which is fine. And I will put either cardboard or newspaper back on top of that to make sure that it stops growing, and then add more compost to the top again, so that all of the beds, hopefully by the end of February, will actually be ready to plant in. Not that I'll have anything ready by that point, but it's important, isn't it? Get ready for the season ahead. This year I am really trying to push forwards with having a no-dig allotment that actually is not tons and tons of work. I feel like last year, partly because I was sort of starting from scratch, I spent much more time here than I'd initially wanted to, and in an ideal world I'd like to get it down to only having to be here like once a week, to be able to, you know, do the jobs that need doing relatively quickly, to be able to harvest some food and actually sit down and enjoy the space and have some fun in it as well, and not feel that every single time I come it's always just to do more work. So I'm trying to find the balance. I mean, aren't we all? And hopefully I will figure out some rhythms that work and help me to do that. So yeah, I will be back with another video next month, letting you see what it looks like in February. But whatever you are up to today, I hope that you're having a really good time. Do enjoy your garden, enjoy growing, and enjoy the learning along the way. And I'll see you soon.